Hi, Whiskey Jason here, whiskey from the viewpoint of an American in Germany tasting rare and exotic whiskey. And today I have Bib Tucker. Well, you know Bib Tucker probably. Bib Tucker means your Sunday best clothing. And this is a single barrel bottling with 63.9%, 7 years old, one of 193 bottles. I have the bottle 139. So I'm fairly sure that this is Germany only, exclusive bottling. So I did the unboxing video in German just a moment ago. And this is 82 euros and 50 cents, which is around $90 for a Bib Tucker, which I think is very, very expensive. This is actually bottled by the Three Badges in California, fourth generation wine and spirits distributor, let's use that word. They brought out Masters and Rye. If you've ever had the possibility with the Hungarian wood, absolute great on my top 10 list for best ryes 2017. And Three Badges actually goes back to their firefighting grandfather who had 3 badges as a firefighter. Now, this is double distilled, 2 times distilled. First in column still, then a copper pot still. 70% corn, 26% rye, and 4% malted rye. Now, the interesting thing on the bottom on the label, it says distilled in Tennessee. Ah, so is it Corsair? No. They weren't there 10 years ago, or 7 years ago. In this case, there's a 10 and there's a 7. Is it here Benjamin Pritchard's? I don't think so. I've never heard of an independently bottling of Benjamin Pritchard. I don't even know of any store picks for Benjamin Pritchard, to be honest. Is it Jack Daniels? Once again, no, I don't think so. I don't think you can buy a barrel from Jack Daniels. They do their own thing, and that's enough. But what you can do is with George Dickel. And I suspect that this is a George Dickel bottling. So what I do have here is I have the old number 12, and what we're going to do is we're going to pour a little bit this and a little bit this, and we're going to compare the two of them together. That was a healthy pour. All right, so first of all, my nose says, imagine I grew up in Virginia as a teenager, and in Virginia you'd have like 6 to 8 weeks with no rain, but every once in a while you still had to mow the lawn. And when that grass was so dried out that you didn't cut it, but rather it just kind of crumbled, and that tiny little, that nose, that smell in the nose is what I get. And the other thing you could talk about would be mate tea. So a good friend of mine, he comes from Argentina, and another friend comes from Brazil, and they always gave me mate tea. Mate tea. And that's what I get with a lot of popcorn and a lot of grilled corn on the cob. Over here, grilled corn on the cob with a little bit of caramel and a little bit of toffee as well as cotton candy. Now, to be very, very honest, I'm not a big fan of George Dickel. At least not the old number 12, as well as also the old number, I think it was the number 8, wasn't it? The classic number 8. Not in my top 50 bourbons. Let's say that, all right? It's not on the bottom 50 either, but it's not on the top 50. I'm not a real big fan of the Dickel. A little bit too much corn in there and so on. Not my thing. But Bib Tucker, I did like. This was actually the very, very first bottle I ever did a bottle share with over here in Germany. I bought an expensive bottle. I think it was like 60 euros back then, and we did the bottle share, and it took forever for me to actually have everyone take a little bit and buy their little 5cl or the little 10cl shares and then pay for them, and I'd send them off with the mail, which we can do over here in Europe, which is really, really cool. At least in Germany, it's great. Okay, I'm going to nip on this, and I'm going to put some water in, and I'll see what this actually is. Wow. I've actually done some videos about some cast strength on George Dickel. There was the Taube Forever. There was a Trail of Tears. Very nice. Oh, a little bit of that grass at the end, a little bit of that mate. Okay, I'm going to cleanse my palate just quickly. The George Dickel Old number 12 here. Now this, of course, compared to the 63%, it feels a little watery, but there's also a little bit more of a bitterness in there. It's not aged long enough. It's a sweet type of bitter hickory wood. I'm not sure if that really made sense or not, but that's what I get. Moving back here, where I put some water in the Bib Tucker 7-year-old single barrel, bottle number 129 of 193, and I get a lot of that mate tea, a lot of that grass clippings in the dry heat of the summer, as well as really this corn on the cob on the grill with a lot of butter on it. So much better. It's got depth. It's got a lot of complexity. There's transitions in there. The alcohol is just right now at this moment. I'm 48, 49%, I'm not sure. Long finish. Very, very nice. Still, it's not going to be one of my favorites. It's a B- in my world, which is a good, fairly good score. Value for money, no. It's going to fail. I'm sorry. I'm not going to pay $90 for a bottle of cask strength George Dickel. That's at least not me. So I'm going to give this I'm going to give it a D-. I'm not going to fail. I'm going to, by the skin of its teeth, it's going to pass. But even then, it's not really worth the money I paid for it. A friend of mine, he asked, Jason, could you do the bottle share? And I went online to my group online, Bourbon Lovers Germany, and I asked, hey, who would be interested? And I had more than half the bottle already located, and I bought the bottle. Now it's all gone, actually. I get a little bit for myself. But, okay. So I'm going to say for 83 euros, definitely not worth it. Cool bottle. It's almost impossible to photograph this bottle, by the way. Even I put a strong light behind it. It's the only way I can get a nice picture of that. But still, Bib Tucker. All right, my Sunday best. So that was Whiskey Jason here, whiskey from the viewpoint of an American in Germany, tasting rare and exotic whiskeys, and one of 193 bottles of a single cask Bib Tucker bottling, I think, 7 years old, just for Germany, with 63.95% ABV, is a fairly rare and exotic whiskey. So, thank you very much for watching. My videos come out on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. Please like, please subscribe, and please tell others about this crazy American over here in Germany tasting rare and exotic juice. See you soon. Bye-bye.